Hi, this is Jeff Wimmer from Studio Cycles and StudioCycles.com. It is Thursday, I believe April 24th, and I am shooting this video from up in the corner of our warehouse, like I'm in a bird's nest. I just thought it'd be a cool perspective to give you a bird's eye view of our warehouse from up here. And what we've got going on, this is absolutely, categorically, without question, the ultimate place to buy an indoor group cycle. There's a number of reasons. I'll start with the fact that when we sell a new bike, these are all new bikes on the rack here. We keep 400 to 500 bikes in stock. We carry Schwinn, Star Trek, Kaiser, Le Mans. We had Free Motion for about 3 months, and then we dumped them. But these are all brand new bikes that have been pulled from the box, disassembled, built, tuned, optimized, and now they're racked and ready to be sold, whether they go into our stores. We have the only indoor group cycling specific brick and mortar stores in the world. We have a store in Venice. We have a store in Laguna Niguel. They're open 3 days a week, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But these are retail stores you can walk into. We've got brand new, we've got refurbished, we've got demo, all built, tuned, and professionally refurbished, not fluffed up, and ready to be ridden, tested, and taken home. And we do this amount of work because it's absolutely necessary. You know, I run a successful business, and there's no reason why we wouldn't do what every other website does if it was effective and in the consumer's best interest. Because processing a credit card on a website and having a procurement company put a box on a truck, if I just did that, these racks would be filled with boxes. I'd have 3 times the inventory, and I could cut my overhead by 40%. We do this because it's absolutely necessary, because in this day and age of faster, cheaper, I especially like the websites with the little bullshit timers that count down, you know, buy this in the next 2 hours or lose out forever, and then at the end of the 2 hours it resets, you know, when it times down to 0, it resets to 24 hours. That's really creative, guys. Hopefully most internet savvy shoppers aren't buying that ridiculous crap. But we do this because we're able to deliver optimized, tuned, lifetime warranted bikes to the consumer. And really for us, it's pay now or pay later. I mean, if we don't do this now, I'd probably have to hire people. If we didn't do all this building and tuning and over packaging, I'd probably have to hire more people to deal with bike issues and problems. So, you know, because we do this the way we do it, I think long range we save money, because consumers and clubs don't need our time and our parts for warranty issues that are just not necessary. So I wanted to give you that perspective. Over there, the white section, that's my offices. But this is a 15,000 square foot warehouse in Hawthorne. I call this the StudioCycles.com world headquarters. That's a power plant, ladies and gentlemen, right there. That's a power plant. So we keep, like I said, anywhere from 400 to 600 bikes in stock here. We do professional level refurbishing. We tear the bikes down to the bare frames. Now, if we get a group of bikes in, and it is 3 months old, we tear those bikes down to the bare frames too. If we get bikes in that are 4 or 5 years old and they look hammered, those bikes get torn apart as well. It's just how we do it. We don't take anything for granted. And it doesn't matter. It's not manufacturer specific. Like, we don't only find issues with Schwinn or Star Trek or Kaiser or Le Mans or Free Motion. You know, we find the issues that we find with our bikes on just about every mass-produced piece of commercial indoor group cycling fitness equipment that we carry on the market. We take nothing for granted, because if we started to do that, we'd have bikes going out that were problematic and that people didn't want to buy. So that's why I call this the ultimate place to buy a bike. You know, we're an indoor cycling business. We're not a fitness equipment business. That's the big difference. This is in Los Angeles. This is actually in Hawthorne. One of my stores is in Venice. One of my stores is in Laguna Niguel down in Orange County, for the folks of San Diego and Orange County. But this place is unique for commercial buyers, because if you're a commercial buyer and you fly into Los Angeles, we're 15 minutes from LAX. You can come here. You can come to this part of our business, which is the Studio Cycles product testing area. And we have Schwinn, Star Trek, Kaiser, Le Mans, and even the Free Motion bikes here in the test area for you to ride, test, tune, and compare. It's also a pretty cool place because we got probably $50,000 worth of custom bikes on display. We got the history of indoor cycling in here, and it's a great resource because there's no place like this anywhere in the world. We do professional level building here. We've got about a 100-foot work area. Our workbenches, this is where we tear bikes apart, go through them. It's where we do product testing. When we do consulting with the big manufacturers, typically it's not unusual for us to see a bike you know, 6 months, 12 months, a year, 2 years ahead before it ever even hits the market. Because we do all the testing here before the bike goes into production. And one of the other things that we do here, which is pretty amazing, is when we build a group of bikes, if we get a production run of bikes and we tear them apart and do our optimization process, we find things that typically the manufacturers don't know about. So we're able to head off things at the pass at the manufacturing point because we describe it. You can't slip a nut, bolt, or a screw past us here with these commercial bikes because we build the same bikes over and over and over and over and over. And that's what we do here. So I'm Jeff Wimmer from Studio Cycles and StudioCycles.com. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this shaky video. Love the hate mail, love the Dramamine comments. Listen folks, I'm an indoor cycling expert. I'm not a video guy, clearly. But you can call me directly. One thing that I do, that I've done for close to 20 years, is every bike I sell, no bike leaves my company unless I've ridden and tuned it first. I know every difference between every bike that's on the market that's mainstream, whether it's a Kaiser M3 Plus versus a Blade, a Star Trek Spinner Pro versus a Le Mans Revmaster Pro. I know all the differences, I know the subtleties, and I'm able to compare them with you on the phone. My direct telephone numbers: home office 888-909-BIKE, cell phone, that obnoxious noise over there that you hear, you might hear. Cell phone is 818-470-2204, and my office here in Hawthorne, where I typically am every night of my life that I'm not traveling, which is okay because that's a quality problem. The number here, 310-973-BIKE. So that's a good number to catch me at like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon up till sometimes 12, 1 o'clock at night. Because again, I ride, test, and tune everything that leaves my company without exception. I've taught thousands of classes. I've written all the technical manuals in the industry. I consult with all the major manufacturers. And I always tell people, you know, I say that just because it's true. I'm too old to be a big deal, but I'm the best at what I do. And I firmly believe that. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that no one else really seems to care. So, Jeff Wimmer from Studio Cycles, StudioCycles.com. Thanks for listening. Best of luck to you on your road to health and fitness.